The Chicago Bears have officially released their first depth chart. Are there any surprises on it? We're going to talk about it all and more right after this.
You are now tuned in to Chicago Bears Central, your number one place for all Chicago Bears news and content.
What's going on, Bears fans? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Bears Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Bears related. I'm the host, Haize, but more importantly, you guys can follow the channel at Chi Bears Central at every social media platform that we happen to be on. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get into the content for today, and that is just this quick update. We'll be breaking it down in full a little bit later on, but the Bears have released their first official depth chart, and so we have, of course, not really many surprises there for me personally, but at QB, we do have Justin Fields, of course, the number one. Tyson Bagent, actually, who had come into this, everybody had expected him to be the QB2. Nathan Peterman is actually, or Udonis Haslam is actually going to be listed as QB2, at least officially at first, with Tyson Bagent being listed as the third string quarterback. At running back, no surprises at all there. Kahari Blasingame will be the starting fullback, with Khalil Herbert listed as the RB1, Deontay Foreman as the running back 2, and Roschon Johnson as the third string running back there, with Travis Homer listed as the fourth there. And then as far as the wide receiver position, I already knew DJ Moore, Darnell Mooney, and Chase Claypool listed as 1, 2, 3 as far as the first string wide receivers, with Velus Jones, Equinami St. Brown, Tyler Scott, and Trent Taylor all listed on that list as well. And then at tight end, no surprises, Cole Kmet is the starting tight end, with Robert Tonyan backing him up. We have Mercedes Lewis listed as the third string tight end there. No surprises. And then we get into the offensive line. Braxton Jones starting at left tackle. At left guard, we have Cody Whitehair, who does have that hand injury. He was initially expected to be the starting center. With the injury to Tevin Jenkins and his own injury with his hand, he moves over to left guard. Lucas Patrick is moving into the starting center position, with Nate Davis as the starting right guard and Darnell Wright as the starting right tackle. So not really any major surprises there because of the injury, but again, wanted to point that out. With the defensive line, no surprises. Justin Jones, Andrew Billings as the starting defensive tackles, with Javon Dexter and Zach Pickens backing them up respectively. We have DeMarcus Walker and Yannick Ngakoue as our starting defensive ends, with Dominique Robinson and Rasheem Green backing them up, and Khalid Kareem listed as the third string defensive end there. At the linebacking position, no surprises either. TJ Edwards, Tremaine Edmonds, Jack Sanborn, all listed as the starting linebacker, with Dylan Cole and Noah Sewell backing them up. At the cornerback position, Jalen Johnson, Kyler Gordon listed as the first string cornerbacks, with Tyreek Stevenson listed as the second string, and Terrell Smith, Jalen Jones, Josh Blackwell backing those guys up. We still do expect Kyler Gordon to be in that slot, but considering he's listed as the first string, probably going to play a lot more downs than Tyreek Stevenson, at least initially, but expect to see a lot of Tyreek Stevenson and Terrell Smith for that matter. I think they've both showed this coaching staff a lot, that the coaching staff feels pretty confident in both those rookies to come in, especially them both being listed as the second string. They're both going to get plenty of snaps, plenty of opportunities to show what they can bring this season. But Tyreek Stevenson, we talked about in today's earlier daily episode, going to be a guy that, people are looking at could be possibly the defensive rookie of the year. He's going to have a lot of opportunities. He's going to get picked on some early. We'll see how he responds to that. But again, no surprises there at all. Eddie Jackson, Jaquan Brisker being listed as our starting safeties, with Elijah Hicks and the newly acquired Quindell Johnson backing those guys up respectively. Overall, our secondary unit, I'm really excited to see that secondary unit and how that all shakes out. And then at special teams, Santos, Gill, our kicker and punter, no surprises there. And then we have Velus Jones listed as the kick returner, with Tyler Scott listed as second string with him. He's going to be out there with him returning kicks. Khalil Herbert and Travis Homer backing those guys up. At punt return, we have Trent Taylor, who we all expected, with Velus Jones backing him up as the second string there. No surprises. Overall, the depth chart is released. It's nice to officially have a look at it, kind of end all that speculation, even though we kind of knew had inclinations on which way the coaching staff was going to go based off, things that have come out, how training camp went, a little bit of the preseason as well. Now, the bigger question remains, is everybody going to be fully healthy and ready to go? Jaquan Brisker faced a big test that Matt Eberflus said that's going to help determine that coming in tomorrow. So, expect a news update then, hopefully, if they release the information then. But overall, we have We know who's going to be our starters. We know who's going to be backing them up. The snap breakdown, you can kind of, predict what's going to happen, but we are leading into our first matchup with the Green Bay Packers going down this week on Sunday. I cannot wait for Bears football, but let me know what you guys think. Any surprises on the depth chart for you? Let me know what you guys think on that down below. Make sure you're following the show at Shy Bears Central. You can send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns, ChicagoBearsCentral@gmail.com. And then lastly, if you want to leave a text message and our voicemail for our mailbag episodes, the number to do so, 773-242-9336. We are the number one spot for everything Chicago Bears related. And like we like to end every episode on, Chi-Town up, but Bear down. Love you guys. Peace, y'all.
This has been a presentation of the Break Media.